Okay. There she blows, and there I go.
Yeah.
It's really making me watch them.
Mm-hmm. Eons of Battle is going live notification. I should watch. Lucky bat.
You should watch.
Howdy.
That is one lucky bat.
Mm-hmm. Dr. Drokel.
Good old Doc Drock.
Mm-hmm.
What would he do without Doc Drock?
Mm-hmm.
Red S.
Taco Big.
Taco Big.
TK's 3D prints.
We have missed you. Where were you?
Mm-hmm. We were so worried.
What were you doing? Karsef 100. Evening, fellas.
Bang, Baron Dark. Yo.
All right. Well, I'm going to continue on these cute old little Gretchies.
And I am going to keep working on the cool CATO SICARIUS. So I think I tracked down a little bit more information on this model. So this is a 4th edition model, and it was limited edition with the expansion set called Cities of Death. And it was really before the Ultramarines before the character kind of became its own thing and became the CATO SICARIUS we all know and love with the power sword and plasma pistol.
Interesting. So, the other day you looked up something in the old codex, and that's a 3rd edition codex, right?
Yeah.
And there was a model that looked similar.
There's a model
to him.
There's a model that looks similar to the new incarnation of CATO SICARIUS. It had the power sword, plasma pistol, and a big Roman plume.
Ah, I see. That is interesting.
And so that could have been the spiritual successor to the new CATO SICARIUS model.
Interesting. If only we were Games Workshop. If only we knew James Workshop.
We could just ask James Workshop all these questions.
Yeah. I think that would really clear some things up.
You gonna throw some checkers on this mini? I'm not sure. I'm probably gonna try to do some fun stuff with the banner. I think both the pauldrons are gonna be white to signify that he is a veteran, and then I'm gonna do non-metallic metal on all the trim and the accessories. But yeah. I'm feeling much better today, just a little worn out. It was a long night.
Oh yeah? What did your escapades continue after the stream?
Yeah, I mean I wasn't cured at 9 o'clock yesterday. But today was much better.
It's amazing.
For anyone listening who wasn't around last night, I got food poisoning yesterday.
From oysters.
And maybe tofu.
Probably the tofu. I mean, I feel like it really was the 1-2 punch.
I feel like you don't want to chase oysters with bad tofu.
Yeah. Probably not.
I feel like the body is like, okay, uncooked meat from a can, we can handle this, but not right after you clean the fridge.
Yeah.
Just a little too much.
Mm-hmm.
You're asking for too much.
So you still don't feel 100% though.
No, I feel awful.
Oh my gosh.
But I don't feel sick. I just feel all worn out from being really sick.
Jeez. Did you contemplate your life? Did you have that moment of the food poisoning?
Oh god, it's not fun when you can't fall asleep because you're just in agony.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Amazing.
TK Studio Prince. I was away, done a couple of 24-hour days, and then sleep for 10 hours, then another 24 hours etc. So
my
we had a
God.
sync. Curse 100. By the way, how long have you guys been in the hobby? I don't remember hearing it elsewhere. I think we talked a little bit about it in a video that used to be.
We did what's it called? Oh my god, I don't even know. We all have to start somewhere.
Yeah, we all have to start somewhere. But
yeah.
I heard of 40k first from my cousin, and then I got Nick into it.
Mm-hmm. So it's been 6 or 7 years.
Yeah.
For me, it's been very on and off.
Mm-hmm.
So I think if you combine all of the time that I've been doing it together, like 6 months.
You go by the hours.
Yeah.
It's like the Steam remembering your game time.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, for me, it's probably been 7 years pretty much straight.
I guarantee. Yeah.
Yeah, maybe a couple of
I
weeks
agree.
or months breaks here and there.
Mm-hmm.
All of architecture school.
Yeah. Yeah. Did you paint a single mini during architecture school?
I think there was one weekend where I did paint something. Because I was like, I have to not hate everything. But I was in architecture, though. I was building models and stuff.
It's true. You were still.
So I was using
still
those skills.
flexing the old muscle.
My hobby bin was at my architecture space.
That's true. Yeah.
So really, I should have taken my models to school.
Yeah. Oh my gosh. And you should have used them as scale models.
Yes.
For all your
that would have been
projects.
amazing.
That'd been really great. Geez, so you know how they had that you could buy them from Larry, the little scale people, like 1/4-inch scale or whatever.
Yeah.
So one of those generic people looked exactly like one person in my studio, Noah. So we all made sure that we put that on our model. And then we had to take very, very nice, very specific photos of people interacting. And Noah was in every single one of our photos because we thought it was that funny.
Wow.
Yeah, we just bullied him. It's great. Good old studio.
Mm-hmm.
Never again. But it was always a wild time.
Choco Mayo? Your streams are so relaxing. Really?
Well, that's good.
Mm-hmm. TK Studio Prince. Carps, for me, it started in the mid-70s. So a couple of months on us.
Mm.
TK Studio Prince. Also, Jay, I've been testing some colors on the Death Guards, and with that still on sprue, I will post a pic to the Discord soon and let peeps vote on the colors I should use. Ooh, neat!
Ooh,
I'm excited.
That's a fun idea.
Yeah, I think after CATO, I'm gonna paint up a squad of something, and so y'all have to decide. Mm-hmm. Not y'all, our Patreon y'alls.
Patreon y'alls. They get to decide.
Yeah, it's not that we give them special treatment. It's just that we love them more.
Yes. But not because they pay us.
No, of course not. No, we're not shills. We're not sellouts.
Yeah. Right. Only to Games Workshop.
Cars 100. I have an old metal plague marine that I'm using as a Chaos Lord. I love him. Ooh. Ooh. Had a sip of my paint water.
Oh.
Settle the stomach.
It had little oysters in it too for some reason. Little oyster juice.
Mm-hmm. Joey Flores, no tin boy, not yet, not yet. I might do something more interesting with the tin boy. I'm not sure yet.
Ooh.
I'm not sure if there's a video in there or not.
Mm.
It's a very unique model.
Yeah.
It's the tiniest of boys.
Mm-hmm. Brett has a squad of Titans next.
Yep, it's going to be 5 Warlord Titans. We're going to show Midwinter who's boss.
Yeah, and Brett S., thank you for sending them over. Very, very kind of you.
Dark Avenger 3510. Hey, how are you, Nick and Jay? Good. I mean, I'm a little sick, but I'm getting over it.
Yes, I'm dandy. Just stick a feather in my hat.
Yeah.
Call me macaroni.
DK City Prince. Hey, Jay, you want to try some vodka with 2 Naga chili in it? Oh. I'm okay with vodka. I think I like colored liquors a little better.
Says the alcoholic.
No, you know what though? I
like a good whiskey.
Yeah, whiskey's pretty good. The
like
seasonal what's the seasonal vodka?
The red, white, and blue.
The red,
Rocket
white, and
Pop?
blue vodka. Rocket Pop vodka. It's not called Rocket Pop vodka.
Might as well be.
It might as well be. It should be. That's a better name, but
America.
Yeah. I think is
America
it called
Pop?
Red, White, and Berry?
Yeah, that sounds true.
Yeah, like Red, White, and Berry seasonal vodka is amazing. It's just candy.
Yep. For the real alcoholic. Red, white, and berry.
Notorious champ. That'll cost upwards of $15,000 for 5 Titans. I mean, they're only $2,000 each. Yeah. Yeah, I can't believe people buy the Forge World like Titans. It really does boggle my mind.
I don't know. You're probably towards the end of your life. It's just time.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, we've seen them in person.
We have.
Do you remember?
There was one. Yeah, they had one at the game store.
It was there was that game where it was Necrons versus everything else.
That is true. We saw a War Hound, which is $500. And once there was a Warlord at the shop. I don't know if it was the store managers or someone was letting it sit there.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, $2,000.
Yeah.
I mean, woof. It's a little bit silly.
Mm-hmm.
In the last video, the recasting, when I talk about hobby overeating,
mm-hmm.
I feel like that's overeating 40k.
Mm. No, just buy the recasted one. Obviously.
Mm-hmm.
That was everybody's that's kind of what everybody said about Forge World. It felt like, looking at the comments,
Mm-hmm.
everybody was like, even the people that are like, yeah, don't copy from Games Workshop, but
Like,
Forge
yeah,
World, fair
fuck
game.
Forge World.
And I loved that. Forge World, fair game.
And you know what? It kind of makes sense. What is Forge World doing?
Yeah. And especially because they've been, dropping stuff left and right.
Mm-hmm.
So, just gonna get what I want by recasting.
Happy Heretic asked the wife if I could get a Titan. She didn't dignify my question with a response. Cars 100. Alcohol is yucky, but being drunk is fun.
I think you really nailed it.
El Randorio, I like a screwdriver for breakfast. But the screwdriver is mostly orange juice. Mm-hmm. Mostly.
Mm-hmm. And you do have breakfast every day. It's the most important meal.
TK Strippins, I did all my drinking in my very, very early teens. I was given 3 months to live at one point. Hardest thing I ever did was to stop drinking. Wow. Well, it sounds like you made it. It was interesting, the comments on the recasting video. It seems like a lot of people feel very personally attacked by Games Workshop, and I wonder if I think it is it's just only the price. I think it is the people's anger only comes from the price because it is way too high. I wonder if Games Workshop dropped all the prices by 25%, would all of a sudden a lot of the saltiness evaporate?
That's a good question. I don't think so. I don't know. I kind of think people like to be upset.
That is true.
Because, I mean, all the people, if new Star Wars stuff comes out, those people are watching it.
Yeah. Oh, like
They
a
don't
hawk.
care. Yep. And they'll find all the things that they don't like. And they'll miss them. They'll skip the moments that are fine or that they do enjoy, just to be upset. I don't think that they could do anything.
El Randorio got the sprues out of the storage along with the assembly page for the 8th edition Ultramarines. Just have to figure out the next step. I know, yeah. A common thing in the comments was people saying, I do not like Games Workshop's business practices. And then they don't say any of the business practices they don't like, and then they go on to talk about the price. I think the price is all of it.
I do remember reading a few things where people were upset that they weren't supporting the games.
Yeah, there's a lot of
well,
people who are like, well, I play Dark Eldar and we didn't get cool enough stuff, or I play Necromunda and we're not getting the thing. Not one mention of Aeronautica Imperialis. I've never heard a human being say it. A couple of people who weren't happy about not getting the thing for the Titan game.
Yeah.
Happy Heretic. Boom! Weathering on the Lord of Virulence is done. Just gotta get a few other things to put on there. Brett asks, there are tons of people bitching about Games Workshop prices who also play video games on their massive 4K TVs with their $500 consoles and buy a new $60 game every 2 to 3 weeks.
But it's fun to be mad.
It is fun to be mad. And the prices are very high.
They are high.
Yeah, and it's interesting. People
Games
come.
Workshop is a little silly sometimes. With
They are, yeah.
with what they do and what they don't do, and only
Mhm.
doing Primaris. Not salty about that.
Mm-hmm. Okay, it's the Primaris decade, and then we'll maybe get to orcs.
Mm-hmm.
You know, maybe.
In the next century.
Yeah. It's the century of the Space Marine. After that, it'll be the year of the orc. You know, it'll be the 6 months of the orc.
Right.
It'll be the week of the orc.
Yep. Now that's more like it.
It is fun though how fast, like, because people say we want more Xeno stuff. 13 new Necron models come out. Yeah, but what have you done for Dark Eldar?
Mm-hmm.
What about
That's
Lilith
very true.
Hesperex? That's only one.
Mm-hmm. No, the Xenos that I want.
Mm-hmm. AR. I like Star Wars Legion. I like Star Wars Legion too. Never played it, but it looks awesome. And the models are just super cool. And it's Star Wars, so obviously it's the best. Dark Avenger 3510. Hey Jay, what brush are you using? This is a Rosemary & Co. number 3. This is their Synthetic Series 313. And it's kind of fun because it's got a nice fat handle. And I find it very comfortable. And this is a number 3, so it's pretty big. I'm doing a little blending. Or a little glazing, not blending. Dr. Choco, prices equal, practices equal prices, i.e. I do not like their business practices. That's true. Although what people say is like, they're like, I don't like, Games Workshop is evil and they do all this bad stuff. But it's the prices that are the bad thing. Because I think some of the artificial scarcity is just they don't have enough product for the demand. Because they're a little company. And they're a bunch of lazy Brits. So.
Honestly, that's the hottest take I think I've ever heard. You heard it here, folks.
They're having 6 to 8 cups of tea a day.
And now we're canceled.
Oh no!
Thanks.
We're gonna be like
You
that
ruined-
actress from Mandalorian.
Yeah. Yeah.
A little too Republican-y for Disney's blood.
Yeah. Oh no.
Xenobq!
Tiki Suitor Prince. What? 6 to 8? Frack that. Double that. Alright. See ya, Karsef 100. See you tomorrow.
El Rondorio. By the way, anybody got the new Heavy Weapons Marine box set? I heard that for the 3 Marines, there are about 18 different heads. The heavy... You mean the heavy intercessors? That are coming out in the Kill Team box? Darkstalker 171. No, she was so epic and very cool. I agree, Darkstalker. I wouldn't have fired her. But I'm not Disney.
Mm-hmm. And now you're canceled for saying that.
What? All she did was she claimed that being a Republican in today's society was like being a Jew under Nazi Germany.
Yes.
You know. What's wrong with that?
It's very odd.
Yeah. You know what, though? Actors are plumbers. Like, they're not
Yeah,
politicians. It doesn't matter if they're stupid.
Yeah, that is very true. Really, that's the real stance.
It doesn't matter if
They're,
actors are stupid.
Yes. Happy Heretic. Hashtag cancel EOB.
Yeah, let's get that going. A couple of people commented that they were surprised. They were thinking our video was gonna get like shut down for being a hot take or whatever.
That was odd.
It was.
Mm-hmm. I mean, that would be hilarious.
Elrondor, the ones with the melta-guns. Ooh, the eradicators, incinerators, eliminators, inceptors. You can't keep any of these guys straight. But that's neat that they have a bunch of different head options. I do like. It seems like they're coming out with more head options than there used to be. Like there used to be like, you know, you get all the helmets and then you get like 1 or 2 bear heads, and now it seems like you get a lot more than that. Because I like a bear head because for me it's more interesting, painting and modeling wise. I think for most people though, they're like, I don't want to paint a face.
Mm-hmm.
Which is totally fair. It is hard.
Mm-hmm.
TK Studio Prince. Although I'm surprised, I never had kidney stones.
Mm-hmm. There's something with T, I think. You can get kidney stones.
Mm-hmm. AR. The price of the Star Wars miniatures blow Games Workshop out of the water. 2 or 3 characters in contrast to 1 Space Marine character. Sounds about right. I think they're still... I mean, they're not pricey if you're comparing it to Games Workshop. I think it's still a little pricey. Like 17 or 18 bucks for like Han Solo.
Joey Flores, nah, the real hot takes are behind a paywall, so you're good for now.
Mm-hmm.
That's true. If you want to join the Patreon, you can hear some hot takes.
Mm-hmm.
Voidwalker, are the lamps hot?
No, these are LED bulbs. So I can hold them just fine.
Put them in your mouth.
No.
Okay.
They may be a little too warm for that. I wish they weren't quite so close. I have to figure out something with my setup. But this is how close they have to be to get light on the Mini.
Mm-hmm.
TK Studio Prince. Remember, folks, hit the thumbs down or up to show your support for the channel. If you're new, hit the subscribe for all the latest videos. They have a Discord and Patreon info in the stream. And below the stream. One day I'll get it right. ZenubiQ. I think her politics also made her relationship with the other actors difficult. It probably wasn't strictly that her politics were what they. It probably wasn't strictly that her politics were what they were. Yeah, I mean, who knows?
I heard that this was not her first problem. There was a few problems, and then this was the one that they jumped on.
ZenubiQ, did someone say
God.
Patreon hot take?
Jesus Christ.
I already called all British people lazy.
Every single one.
And I called an actress stupid.
Well, first you said she was fine.
Yes, I did say she was fine.
So that's really what you're getting canceled about.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my god. I think ZenubiQ wants us to get canceled.
Mm-hmm. Ooh, Elrondorio. When there's a new Primaris Marines with cold weapons, they can be called the Refrigerators.
Ooh.
TK Street Prince, is the stream an hour or 3 tonight? It is just an hour. On Fridays, we go later for our patrons, and then on Saturdays, we always do a long stream.
Yeah.
Dark Avenger 5310. I play Blood Angel, so I paint the bear heads almost the exact same for each model. Well, I think that makes sense for the lore of the Blood Angels, right? Because aren't all Blood Angels from the planet Ball? Or the planet Blood Angelia?
Planet Ball?
Yeah, isn't Ball the homeworld of the Blood Angels?
I don't know, but that's a great name.
Mm-hmm.
I thought it would be like Bloodlandia or something.
Yeah.
Power Surge. Planet Balls. Perfect. Hot take. I don't think Planet Balls is real. Although, I mean, there's some hot takes coming out tomorrow.
Oh my goodness.
We're not done with the hot takes this week.
TK Strip Prince. Jade, you watched the video on the White Scars Space Marines. What the fuck is with their heads? The Games Workshop did a video on White Scars? Someone else did a video on White Scars? I did a video on White Scars?
Brett S. At EonsOfBattle. Not only is she an actress, she was also an athlete. Say a hot take about the intelligence of athletes.
I'm not big into sports ball.
I think wasn't she in like the wrestling or something, MMA, something like that?
I don't know. I mean, she had some muscles.
Mm-hmm.
So that sounds about right. Planet Balls.
I mean, Dr. Drokel. She was in MMA. MMA. Oh my God, Joey Flores! A new challenger has appeared. A new hot take.
Oh no!
Jesus Christ. We're gonna have to bank hot takes throughout the whole week.
Yeah, I don't know what to do now.
Oh my God. see,
This is where my budget or impulse control would stop me. If I had one, more hot takes.
Oh my God.
I don't know. I don't know. I think the Eldar is super lame.
That is true.
I've never been a fan of the Eldar.
You know what? It's really,
hate them, though.
really
It's
hilarious.
the problem.
I was looking at them because of the video for tomorrow. Because you just mentioned Eldar, and it's kind of fun to look at the Eldar next to like the Eldar Guardians next to like new kits. It's odd. It's crazy because those pictures are from the 90s. I mean, those pictures were taken with like a flip phone. That's what it looks like.
Yeah, everything about the Eldar is old except Jane Czar and the Howling Banshees. And I think like one Exarch model is like within the last 10 years.
Yeah. I feel like they should probably be the next one.
Yeah, I mean they probably need it.
That's my other
most.
hot take.
Yeah, the Eldar need it the most. I would say the Eldar definitely need it the most. Followed by, I'm gonna forget the Guard. Although people are gonna get salted because the Guard is still the Imperium.
Nope. Screw him.
I know, but people want
I don't care.
Their Guard sub-faction so bad. Ooh, no, you know who really does have it the worst? Chaos.
Ooh.
Chaos is a hot mess. Because the tricky thing is Chaos really needs, if you want to be like true to the lore and stuff, Chaos kind of needs the same love that Space Marines and the Imperium get. But it doesn't seem like Games Workshop wants to do it because I don't think they would see a great return on that investment.
Yeah.
They've done it a little bit by making the Plague guys their own thing and the Zeech guys their own thing. But really, like, yeah, like people are like, well, what about Black Legion? Well, what about Iron Legion? Well, what about Raptors? No, that's not a thing. What about what are the Raptor-y guys? What about the Vampire guys?
Red S. Red S. Yeah, I mean, Chaos is pretty cool. If I had a bunch of money and a bunch of time, maybe a little chaosage. They seem pretty neat.
And then there's also the problem of, like, some people love, like, the robot dinosaur vehicles, and some people hate the robot dinosaur vehicles. And so it's like, well, what do? Can you please every chaos person?
That's true. No, by the way.
By the way, no. I love the robot dinosaurs. The Helldrake, the Mauler Fiend, and the new one, the Lord on Spider guy.
Lord on Spider guy.
Ooh, Power Surge. I hope they re-release the Satan shards, new models. Yeah. Although there's the new Void Dragon, which is kind of a modern Satan shard. So they're probably not going to do new models of the other Satan when they just came out with a Satan. Connor Reed, Chaos Gang reporting in.
I think you have to read that in a scarier voice.
El Andreo, Games Workshop wants you to buy Age of Sigmar Chaos figures and then convert them to 40k. It's working for them because sales. All of the Age of Sigmar Chaos stuff is super new and super awesome. Brett S. They just gave Chaos Space Marine new Marines, new Havocs, Terminators, Abaddon, Venom Crawler, Obliterators, and ETC. I think there's ETC as maybe one more thing. Yeah, but Chaos is actually surprisingly popular and expansive. So I can see why Chaos players are still a little salty sailors.
Salty sailors.
Connor Reed, all the basic Chaos just got a reboot, honestly. Just Khorne and Slanesh reboots, and I'm happy. Nothing else. Anything else can get converted easily.
Oh my god.
Oh yeah, the Khorne Berserkers. Is there an older kit than Khorne Berserkers?
I don't know.
They're so bad.
They could use it. They really, really could.
Connor Reed, Robo Dinosaurs are way better than Land Raider with bits. It's true.
I think out of all of the Chaos factions, Khorne is my least favorite.
That's the most generic. It's just like evil, spiky, war.
But I think if they had new models, a little bit more dynamic. I mean, how can you compare them to the Tzeentch?
Oh yeah, that's true.
Like, oh,
the rubrics.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, the rubric Marines are like paintings.
Yeah.
And the Plague guys are pretty sweet too.
Yeah. If they could do that to everything.
I wonder, yeah, so do they do that 2 more times? Do they do that to Khorne and then to Slanesh? And then we'll have the 5 Chaos armies, which is vanilla, and then the other 4? And even the vanilla has robot dinosaurs and stuff.
Right. Yeah, it's a very soft vanilla.
It's a spicy vanilla. It's like vanilla with sprinkles.
Ah, yes.
That's scoop a sherbet or something
weird. Do you go rainbow sprinks or do you go brown sprinks?
Oh my gosh, I gotta go rainbow sprinks. Who wants the brown sprinkles? It's not like they're made of chocolate. No. It's regular sprinkles, just brown. DK Street Prince. Games Workshop would still make money on their stuff even at half price. ABS plastic and bolts is so cheap. Probably. ZNibQ, TK City Prince. ABS plastic lump is cheap. Molds and maintaining the level of detail are not. Legos are similarly super expensive. That is true. Legos are way more expensive than like Mega Blocks. There's something magical about Lego though.
Mm-hmm.
I think the Lego designers and the Lego system, they have not lost the magic.
Every Lego is made with love and care.
Oh yeah. Joy Flores. Every Primaris box is a new Chaos box if you run them as Fabius Bile warband. Mm-hmm. Ooh, Connery, do it 2 more times and all the basics are redone. Ah, maybe that would work. The 5 Chaos armies, or the 5 Chaos Space Marine armies.
Mm-hmm. I wonder what the Slanesh ones would look like.
Mm-hmm.
I guess you'd have the Noise Marines.
Not safe for work. Oh yeah, the Noise Marines are sweet. They came out with 1 Noise Marine.
Yeah, that is
which is pretty
true.
sweet, but it's not like they're all going to be like that.
Yeah, but I want them to be not safe for work. That'd be way more fun.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I want the guitar to kind of be part of them. It's a little disturbing.
Mm-hmm. Power Surge. I wish they sold Space Marines with both options to turn them into Chaos or Loyalists. Can you imagine? It's a little tricky though. Like there's some Chaos Space Marine armies where that would work with, like the Night Lords, who are pretty much, they're not Chaos. Like they don't worship the Chaos gods. They just don't like the Imperium, and so that would make sense. But then there's some that's like the Plague Marines are pretty much all in for Nurgle.
It seemed like it.
They're like, we're here, man. We're doing it.
Mm-hmm. We're doing it.
Brett asks, I love my black and gold vanilla Chaos. DK Series Prince. Lego has always been overpriced also. You take that back. Well, no, it is pricey, but Lego's pretty epic. I mean, if Lego starts to suck and still charges a lot, then, yeah. I don't know, though. As long as it's still amazing, it's kind of like, well played, sir.
Mm-hmm. Well played, sir. Brett S. Hot take: the Noise Marine with the guitar is terrible.
What? That is a hot take. I mean, it's not very. It doesn't make a lot of sense, but it's pretty epic mini. And I don't think they've ever really done that before. Like, have they ever made a... I guess they've made joke minis before, like the Great Gobbo for the Christmas Grot.
Ah, adorable.
So actually they do it from time to time. Just make a mini for fun.
I mean, I'm looking at him right now. You can get it for $30 on eBay.
El Randario, Battle of the Bands, Chaos Noise Marines versus Goth Rockers. Now that's a unit that needs to come back.
The Noise Marines.
Do you remember Squidmar's video about his orcs? And he did a whole thing for his like 2.5 Goth Rocker models.
Yes,
I found some guitar riffs and some crazy lights and some smoke machines.
Yeah, it was very funny.
It probably took him the afternoon just to get that one insert shot.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Conrad, I feel like if they finish the Chaos Gods, they're good for another 20 years. That's true.
Probably.
Pangburn Dark, Noise Marine is amazing.
I agree. We're gonna burn Brett S at the stake. Did Bretta say why he doesn't like it?
I don't think so.
You better be tippy-tapping away.
Connor Reed. Noise Marine is honestly less of a joke and more of a tribute to Old Hammer. That is true. I mean, it is his guitar is a bolter. You could slip that in, I think. The only problem is he wouldn't fit next to the current sculpts, I guess. The fine casty, bad looking Noise Marine upgrades. TK3 Prince, I will always prefer a metal fig. TK, you are wrong! The future is now, old man. As I paint a metal model.
Yep.
Power Surge, what is the latest model you guys have recently purchased? A couple of weeks ago, I bought a Malifaux kit. Which I forget the name of, and it's not within reach.
A couple weeks ago, I bought the Gloomspite Gits Battle Force. So I have that to work on someday. And I got it for a deal. It was only 3 times the price. It's perfect.
Connor Reed, I'd honestly love to see a few other models with a reimagine like the Noise Marines. I mean, we got to get the Goth Rockers. Oh, no. Tin Boy.
Oh, yeah, Tin Boy.
How would you even update the Tin Boy? It's like nothing this
It's a
world
little
has
too
ever
perfect.
seen.
Mm-hmm.
Zenibiq, but also for Games Workshop for Lego, but also to Games Workshop for a lesser extent, you're paying for the quality control, which can be extreme. I bought a lot of Lego, and I have never, ever had a problem. Like I've had some Games Workshop kits that weren't amazing. I bought a squad of scouts that was kind of like, there's a lot of flash on these models. Every Lego has always been perfect.
Mm-hmm.
Never been like a melted one or anything. Never been the wrong number. Brett asks, here's what I don't like about it. I grew up in the 80s and 90s, and I always hated the glam rock thing. I like heavy metal, punk, and indie rock. The Noise Marines reminds me of terrible. Terrible bands that I loathed in the late 80s, and the doofuses I went to high school with that were fans of them.
Oh my gosh.
The plot thickens.
Mm-hmm.
Akino Kinones. We need a reimagining of the Def Copta.
Oh my god.
Ah.
Yep. Yeah, that model just sucks.
That is shocking. That and the Obliterators is like the one time Games Workshop made a perfectly good plastic model and then just never released it.
Yeah. They totally could have released the Assault on Blackreach one.
Yeah. The Assault on Blackreach one is fine. I mean, it's not as good as a modern kit, but
No.
it's way better than the fine cast thing that they've got now. And the Oblits, my Chaos peeps are always complaining about their Oblits that Games Workshop just will not release outside of the that one Chaos box set. Lucky Bat. The Tin Boy is perfect as he is. Yes, he is. Kino knows quality control at Forge World is a joke. I know. Ah, poor Forge World. They need to make some extreme changes or just go under.
I say go under.
Yeah.
Not everything's supposed to stay around forever.
Mm-hmm. Zatzator. Games Workshop models are amazing if you compare it to Star Wars Legion. I've physically seen Star Wars Legion models before, and they look fine. They're a little gummy compared to Games Workshop, but they're pretty much as good. They're not quite at the quality of 40k, and they're far below Age of Sigmar, but they're okay. Power Surge. I got into buying miniatures last year, so I don't know what it is to get a good or bad miniature, although I will say I don't want to buy metal. It looks like a pain in the ass to clean. It is. It's so much more work.
Right, TK Sturdy Prince? Okay.
Bredas. A Blitz, Venom Crawler, and the Greater Possessed are exclusive to the Start Collecting box. And they still sell the Start Collecting box? I thought it was like done. Like you couldn't get the thing the Blitz came with anymore. I mean, that's not optimal if, 4 of your kits are in the Start Collecting and nowhere else, but at least they sell them still. ZNBQ. Quality control of Forge World may be a joke, but it exists, which is more than you can say for recasts. There's someone that you can complain to at Forge World. I have heard that they're pretty good about getting you replacements, but I've heard that it's very often you need to ask about those replacements.
TK Sturdy Prince. Metal's easy to clean up. Smiley face.
ZNBQ. Metal isn't that much more work, but you do have to have some idea of what you're doing. Britas. The Start Collecting box is still around. Ah, okay, neat. I wonder if sometimes projects just get away from them, like they meant to release the Obliterators and all that stuff separately, but they just didn't, or it got like pushed out of the release schedule. I don't know. Games Workshop has always kind of felt pretty random.
That's a good way to put it.
Yeah, they just kind of do whatever. They do, they do Orktober 2 years in a row, and then they just don't do it. They're having a chaos thing, but then all of a sudden the Primaris just explode, and then they're like, well, I mean, we don't want to waste a week on Chaos Obliterators. We could come out with the Primaris Assault Super Reavers. Dr. Joko. Preparing a metal mini isn't hard at all. The metal is soft, so it files easily with a mini files. Some manufacturers did have problems with gaps in joining parts, but some putty quickly deals with them. I guess it's not modern metal is probably great. I'm talking like old stuff though. It's the weird look of the pewter makes it harder to spot blemishes before I prime them. You have those little metal tags that are put into the mold to try to coax the metal into some of the finer details. And so you have to find all of those and you have to clip them all off. Yeah, sanding and filing metal is easy, but it's not quite as easy as just the newer plastics where you almost don't even have to do any of it.
Craig Turpin. Drive-by hello. Later virgins.
Whoa, Craig Turpin.
Oh my god, Craig. Amazing. And I just sent you a link If you want to look at a little paper craft.
Oh.
From Zerg 619.
Oh, okay. We got a bolter.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, that's sweet.
Here, I'll post it.
It's a
post
cute,
it to the old chat as well.
cute little bolt gun. A Primaris. Ah, God, I forget the name of the auto bolt rifle. Is that one the auto bolt rifle or the bolt carbine?
It's one of them.
Power Surge. I hope they make more boxes like the Indominus. That box alone got me into collecting miniatures along with my friends. The Indominus was sweet. If they do more Indominuses, holy moly, that would be Indomini. That would be super dope.
That would be. And they do it with a bunch of different factions like orcs.
Mm-hmm.
And it comes with the buggies and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I think.
Boigas. I've never played Warhammer. Is it weird to paint an army just for the fun of it? It's not weird at all. In fact, I think it's what Games Workshop prefers. So they don't have to keep writing these rules everyone complains about.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, a lot of people do that.
Mm-hmm. El Rondorio. Pewter was harder to work with than white metal, and superglue did not want to work on it either. Yeah, I usually use epoxy on metal. I know superglue should work, but I feel like epoxy, when I use the epoxy, I know it's not going to snap off.
Yeah.
TK Street Prince. Yeah, I used to drill and pin the an epoxy with metal. TK Street Prince. I might have a video in the works where I go all in with metal.
Ooh.
It probably won't come out for a bit, but it's in the works. Because I have built my fair share of metal in my day, and I think actually I built an old pewter Space Marine dreadnought, which weighs about a pound.
Oh, yes.
Which was a monstrosity to build. And I also built a white metal Venerable dreadnought. And so those, I think I really learned a lot about metal on those two builds. And a whole bunch of smaller models and infantry and characters and stuff. Dr. Joko, I literally never had any problems with super glue and lead, pewter, or white metal, or heavy metal. I know, but there was a reason Abaddon the Despoiler used to be called Abaddon the Armless. It's because those darn arms never seemed to want to stay on. And those were always super glued. Arandario, Jay, do you remember before New York State got their panties in a bunch about lead in the water table? We used to have lead alloy miniatures. Oh yeah, yep. Good old lead miniatures is what gave you your nice fine details. Zat Ziator, is your CATO SICARIUS metal? Yep, this guy is all metal.
Loves heavy metal.
Mm-hmm. But when I was filing it though, I did huff the metal shavings.
Oh, that's good. Maybe that's why you were so sick.
ZNUBQ. Scoring the metal made superglue for me work so much better. Although superglue is always going to be a little bit brittle. The epoxy is strong as hell, so that's why I use the epoxy. Because the epoxy technically does have a little bit of give. Brett S. My metal Abaddon arm stayed on just fine with superglue and a half an inch of paperclip pinned on the inside. I almost bought a lot of metal miniatures that had Abaddon the Armless, and a whole bunch of other new in-box Chaos stuff. And it was a crazy good deal, but I got eBay sniped. Like, at, 0.5 seconds remaining, they outbid me.
Mm-hmm.
All right, folks, it is about that time.
Oh my goodness. I didn't even realize.
Yeah, time flies when you're having fun.
Exactly. We will have another video out tomorrow. It may be spicy as well.
Mm-hmm.
And we'll be back tomorrow at 9 p.m. Central.
Mm-hmm.
So join us for another live stream.
Yeah.
And Patreon stream tomorrow.
Mm-hmm. Good night.
After that. Good night, indeed. Perfect.
Mm-hmm.